Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? It's Sylvia from Horizon Mental Health Clinic. I'm psychotherapist and author and founder of Horizon Mental Health Clinic. So, welcome today. Today, however, we will be talking about relationships. Of course, I won't be able to cover everything about it today, but I will give you a good insight into relationships and what to do to create nice, loving relationship with your soulmate. But before we go there, why did I decided to talk about relationships is because I have noticed that it's probably one of the most, it's the aspect that majority of people have issue with. Why? I will tell you in a minute, but yes, I noticed that loads of people are struggling with creating nice, loving relationship with someone that you'll fall in love with and make it maintain, make it work, and not become just friends. After some while, you can still maintain this romantic relationship. But so many of you are falling apart on that. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. So why it's so hard to build something that could be so amazing and easy. Yes, you heard me. Easy. Love is easy. Love's supposed to be easy. Having a nice, loving relationship, loving partner, yes, it's meant to be easy. And when I say easy, that doesn't mean you don't have to put any work on it. But what I mean when I say easy is that you don't have to keep fighting with everyone and with your partner and with yourself in order to build something like that. We constantly fighting, we constantly try to manipulate things, try to change things, try to get things our way. We make it so difficult and complicated that we take so much out of the experience of receiving and giving love. So why so many of you are then struggling with building a healthy, loving, long-lasting relationships? You see, a huge part to that, it has to do with your attachment style. If as a child you didn't feel loved, or you felt like your emotional needs were not met, like you had to fight for love, you had to fight to be visible, maybe parents as your role models, they were not ideal, you didn't see much love going on, you didn't see them being so affectionate, you didn't see them as really, nice couple, then you will be, if that was your role model, and then you're starting to see that being so close with somebody else is not actually that safe. It causes you pain, it causes problems, it causes this, it causes that, it causes you suffering, more pain. So as an adult, when we believe that subconsciously, it's so hard then to open our heart, to open ourselves and be real. Because we have this fear inside us that, if I will be too open, if I will give too much of myself, they will take it and use it against me, and then I will be left with nothing. How many of you are thinking like that? How many of you are aware that this is your belief system? Like deep down the core belief that love is difficult, that, being close with somebody is actually not quite safe. How many of you actually believe in that? I would say a lot. And as I said, it has a lot to do with your attachment. It has a lot to do with what you observed and what you experienced as a child. On top of that, of course, you have your own experience with previous relationships, maybe, with men in general, with women in general. Like, maybe, the other partner wasn't so good to you. Maybe they were not supportive. Maybe there was, as I said before, maybe there was like lies, that maybe there was lack of honesty, maybe you felt like you had to fight, it was a struggle. All of that, it helps you, and I'm quoting that it's not really helping you with anything, but you believe it's helping you create this image of what relationship is with your past experience through your childhood, and on top of that, your own experience with the other, with your partner, with your exes. It helped you create some kind of perception of what relationship is and how it's going to look like, and what men are like, what women are like, and all of that is purely based on what you believed before. It has nothing to do with what you want. It has nothing to do with what is possible out there. It has nothing to do with, can I challenge that? Just because that happened, does it really have to be my reality now? Like, if I want something else. You see, you don't think like that. You tend to have like, okay, you can tell me all about how the relationship can be good. You can tell me all about how to create loving relationship, but I have my own evidence here that this isn't good, that men are bad, women are bad, love is hard, there is no such a thing as lasting relationship, there is no such a thing like you can be in a relationship for so many years and still have that spark, that fire in the relationship between two people. I'm not here to convince you that you're wrong. If this is what you believe, then that's your truth. I'm only here to show you that your own perception doesn't have to be the only perception. That there are other possibilities exist, but then it's up to you which one you're going to choose. I can't convince you to believe in one thing or another. That's completely up to you. And I don't want that job. I don't want to be in the position of, you know what, you should really think like this, or you should really believe in like that. Absolutely not. Because if I would start doing it, I will take your power away, which I'm not actually, I'm trying to do the quite opposite. I want you to feel so much empowered that you can make those decisions for yourself. So if you want to still believe that you can't have loving relationship, let it be. I'm not going to change that, and I don't want to change that. It's you who needs to and wants to change that belief. Then we can talk. You see, so your past experience and the things that you hold on to as your evidence, convincing yourself that what you already believed is the only truth for you, then it is. But if today you're going to think about, what if there are other possibilities? What if there are, what if love can be easy? What if she says, like, let's just try it out and see. So where I'm going with this is that you have completely power over your life and what you created. As a child, that was a different story. You didn't have not control. Let's not forget that, okay? You didn't have control what was going on between your parents, how they were treating you, what you have experienced, what happened to you as a child. That was out of your control, okay? And from 0 to 7, your subconscious was so open, you took everything without filters. You didn't question your parents. come here guys, like, I don't think that's what you're doing is actually right. I don't think marriage should be this difficult. You didn't think like that. You were thinking, okay, if this is what they do, it probably is the only way. It's probably everyone has it the same way. So I'm not going to question. You had your parents so much on the pedestal that you just took everything that they told you. There was no room for you to question it or challenge it. But as an adult, it's actually your responsibility to challenge your old beliefs and to see how much of that is actually true and how much it isn't. We are living in a world of duality. So what does that mean? Is that not everything is the truth and only the truth and absolute truth. There are many different truths at the same time. So if, let's say, so what I mean by that, it's like, for you, if you were struggling with building nice relationship, that was your reality. That still exists in the quantum field. If at the same time, let's say other country, there will be someone who will have loving relationship. It's just so happy. It's like honeymoon all those many years and still don't. That reality still exists. At the same time as you believing, in your own love is difficult. Another person at the same time might have belief of men are bad, but I'm going to try to find my prince. And she is searching, or he is searching. So that reality is already existing at the same time as the other two already exist. So we, with our mind, creating the reality that already exists. And in quantum field, there is no such a thing as something doesn't exist. If you think, it already means it exists. But it's up to you. What are you going to believe in? What are you going to take on as your own reality? And that doesn't have to be purely the same, and that just because you believe in something, just because you experienced something in the past, that is not your evidence. Yes, it happened in the past, but what other things out there? Like, what other things are available for you? You don't know until you go out and check it out. So when, let's say, you are entering a relationship with all this evidence that relationship won't last, this is difficult, I have to fight for it, or men will cheat on me, no matter what I do, I'm afraid that they will eventually cheat on me. So you feel like you have to keep checking, because subconsciously you're pushing that man away. It's not him. He might never cheat on anybody. Maybe that's not even his idea. But when you keep dwelling on those thoughts, being in a relationship, you're exchanging energy. And when you do that, when you're constantly putting in his head, he's going to go walk away, he's going to find somebody else, he's not going to love me as I do love him. All those things, when you keep dwelling on it becomes your reality. So subconsciously, you making that reality. It doesn't have to be true in general, but because you believe in your evidence so much and you want to be so right all the time, subconsciously, your subconscious will never fight against you, will never go against your own will. If you think something, if you constantly put energy into some thoughts, it's going to happen, it's going to work out. Whether it's good or bad for you. Subconscious doesn't judge. It's just take everything that you're on. Sit with it for a second. I know it's a lot to take, but that's okay. That's okay. So if you have this fractal, put it this way, fragile maybe, belief about relationship, and your partner might have insecure attachment style as well as you do, the both of you will be like, I want you, I don't want you. I want you, I don't want you. I want you, I don't want you. It's the game that makes love so difficult. It's the fear. Oh my God, like, I don't want to get too close because it's not going to be too safe. I'm gone. But when I'm gone, I feel like I want to come back. It's the dance that is so destructive. It's so painful. You're hurting. Both of you are hurting yourself without even realizing that you do. As I said, love doesn't have to be difficult. Love doesn't have to be like a fight, constant fight. So what can you do to create something nice for yourself, to create nice relationship? First of all, you need to start working, like it's the inner child work, first of all. So first of all, you need to work on yourself. It's internal work. So ask yourself, go back to your childhood and with your own self. What was it like? What do you believe? What are your subconscious beliefs about relationship, about childhood, about marriage, about men? Journal about it. See what's coming out. What is in there? Like, what are you holding on? Once you have that, then journal about, is that really you? Is that really what you want? Is that really the beliefs that you want to hold on to the rest of your life? If not, amazing, journal about it. And then put another aspect of it, of how can you change those beliefs, and what other beliefs can you choose? Remember, when you do it, in the quantum field, everything is actually possible. There is no such a thing as something is impossible or something is not going to happen. In the quantum field, everything is possible. There's no such a thing as no. Sorry, we can't give that this. We can't do this for you. That's not possible. Like, no. Absolutely not. Like, everything is possible in there. Imagine like you making an order. So after, when you journal about this, when I say making an order, make a list of all the characters that you would like to have for your perfect match, man, woman. What would you look in them? What is important for you for the other person to have? What would you like them to have? What values do you want them to have? How do you want them to look like? Just describe as much details as you can. And then think about the emotions. How would you feel if you had that person already? More. Who would you have to be in order to have this person? Put it down, write a list. I would have to be more confident. I would have to like myself more. I would have to maybe try to make more effort to what I eat, or maybe I would have to make more effort to have maybe more fun, because that person would like to have fun, so I would have to have some fun. Make it compatible, make it a match. So yes, number one, you think about the person that you want, but also think about who you have to become in order to have this person. Remember, we are playing now with the energy here. So it's all about you creating something. This is unknown. This is something that you haven't known. And this is something that it's lack of your evidence, lack of your past. This is something that you might not believe it's possible, but you're still doing it. And when you think of it, and when you start feeling about what you think and what you are creating on a piece of paper right now, it becomes physical. You can hold it, you can see it. There's different senses involved. You are in the mode of creation. You are creating things. And that's what we call manifestation. When it comes to your life, it's like, oh my God, how did it happen? You manifested it. That's it, simple as that. And you probably think, who is she to think like that? What is her evidence that this is the truth? Why is she telling me all of this? Like, why does she's talking about relationships? Number one, I'm the walking and talking evidence of that. At the moment, I'm in a relationship for the last 14 years. I'm married to my soulmate husband. He's amazing. He's the most extraordinary person I have ever known. But when we met, we just clicked. In my head, I always had someone that I want someone to love me no matter what. And you know what? I actually have that person. He loves me no matter what. And I know it. But we make it work. And 14 years later, 2 children later, we actually have the same fire in our relationship that we had when we met. Possible? Of course it is possible. You know, imagine what it would be like if after so many years of being with someone, you're getting ready for, to work, and he's leaving to work, and you putting your makeup, and without any warnings, put it that way, he turns you around and he just grabs you and kisses you like there's no tomorrow. Like, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you don't get angry like, oh my God, what you're doing, you're ruining my makeup. Fuck the makeup. Be in that moment. Acknowledge, enjoy it, leave it. Or you're going come back from work, and then there's like you just open the door, and he already knows what you feel like. What was your day like? Just the way you open the door, because you open the door with energy, and that energy is able to read. And you don't even say hello, and he said, oh, I can hear tough day at work. Let me make a cup of tea. We can talk about it. And you're like, okay, we go for a walk. Like, it's not, he's not like, oh my God, like, why are you coming back like this? Or from, like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, those questions are not needed. They're not important. It's about how you are for this person and what you're getting back. It's self-respect. To build a loving relationship, of course, as I say, the path and the energy, the knowing what you want, becoming this person is very important. But also have a huge respect when you meet this person. Be honest, be real, stop playing things. Allow yourself to receive some love. That's amazing. Honest, be able to ask for help when you need it. Spend some time together, maintain the dates after 14 years. Go on a date. Just like you met for the first time. Eat together. Have a conversation and share how your day went. Make sure you have some interest together, that when you think of the future, you want the same things. That you value the same things. There's so many other aspects that you need to look after while you are in this relationship, because relationship, like everything else, if it's not maintained, if it's not looked after, it will go down. But then it's in you, how you approaching it, how you feeling about it, what are you bringing to this relationship. It's not about I will be just here and expecting him to bring me this and bring me that and having say this and treat me this way, and you just sit laid back and do nothing. It doesn't work like that. You have to bring yourself into this relationship. You have to put some effort. Be curious about the other person, and not only about, I don't know, just because he has an interest that you maybe don't like, or maybe you don't understand, that doesn't mean you can't answer the question and listen to the other person, what he's about to say. Just because you ask, oh, and how was your training? And you have no idea what is that, what he's on about, and he's talking about this technical things. That doesn't mean you have to be dismissed, because that's disrespect. And if you're disrespecting that, of course you're going to get it back. If you're disrespecting this, like, don't expect him to respect you. It's simple like that. You always will get what you're giving. Thinking that all what it's deserving. I deserve this. Of course you do. Absolutely, 100%. You deserve someone who will love you. You deserve someone that will respect you. You will have a loving relationship. But that doesn't mean the other person doesn't deserve that either. They do. But then it's you who needs to do some work on it. Who needs to put something out and give something. Be the queen, not the princess. Be the king, not the prince. The king or the queen, they know what they want, but they also give themselves in. Princess or princess are like, I'm deserving this. And I will do nothing. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to step into the relationship as a queen or as a king. Not based on fear, not based on your evidence, not based on your past. It happened, but that's your responsibility to heal it, not the other person's responsibility to heal you. You see, being in those loving relationships is the main thing is you take responsibility for who you are, and the other person takes responsibility for who he is. And together, you step in and you're starting to create and collaborate together. You're sharing life. You become one, but also with that wholeness, that oneness. It's okay for both of you to go separate ways and then come back. Go separate ways, be your own person and then come back. Do your own things. Chase your own dreams, and yet the end goal is to be there together, to celebrate it together. You do you, and then you come back and celebrate it together. You're not analyzing, what's the word? Like you're coming together to really enjoying who you are with the process. Yes, if you need, as you're going there, you need someone to support you. This person is always there. And then you go again, but you come back, and then you go again and you come back. That's fine. If that's what you need, do it, but don't rely on this person. Come here, hold my hand as I'm walking there. That's not the other person's responsibility. That's your responsibility to do some healing and whatever else you need. Okay, I hope I gave you quite a lot to think about, I hope. I know I did. And so, think about it. Think about where are you and what are your beliefs about relationships, about how much you're given and how much honest you are and how much responsibility you take. Think about it. Think about all those aspects. And if that resonated with you and you want to know more and you want to know exactly and go into the details how everything is working when it comes to relationship and what you really have to do, I have created amazing masterclass. It's called Loving Relationship, where in this course you will know everything that you will find everything you need to know about how to create a loving relationship. It's a step-by-step course on where to go, how to do the inner work, how to create something that you know, how to get rid of all the blockages that is limiting you and creating this limiting mindset. And then I will show you step by step how to create, what to do, what to have the mindset, what to practice. It's very much detailed, but yet, yes, and I actually do explain attachment in a very, very detailed way, so you can actually go and exactly know what attachment style is yours and how to work on it. So I have created this for you based on people I'm working with, based on what I have noticed, based on my own experience, based on the research I did. So I have put this masterclass together, and it's very much looked into. It's not just, oh, let's create this. I actually put loads of thought into that masterclass. What do I want this to have? What is going to be included in it? What's really needed? What we can't miss when we are creating relationship that is going to be happy, loving, supportive, caring, sexually attractive, and all the other things that you actually need to have a loving relationship. So if you are interested in that, you can go to my website and you will find it in there. It's psychotherapykuchena.com, and I think I have already put a link into both this video. If not, I will put it in comments. So I hope you enjoyed today. You can actually tell me what you think about it and what are your insights from this video, from this live, either privately or you can message me under this. Like, either way, I will reply to you. So for today, have a lovely day. Lot to think, but take it and just pay attention more to yourself. Be more aware of who you are and what you bring into the relationship, into the world, into the other people, and how you interact with that. So enjoy, and with lots of love, like always, and I will see you very soon. Bye!